Welcome back to the social class, dear students. This is your second video class of Lesson 5 History, Educational Development in India. We have stopped up to this, the last class, that is before your midterm exam. And today we need to start from Viharas and universities of Buddhist period. Okay. Taxila was an ancient Indian city. So Taxila is an ancient Indian city which is now in northwestern Pakistan. Where is Taxila? It is in northwestern Pakistan. And it is an ancient Indian city. It is an important archaeological site and the UNESCO declared it as a World Heritage Site in 1980. So UNESCO, it has declared this place, that is Taxila, as an very important archaeological site. Okay, and it has been declared as World Heritage Site in the year 1980. Its fame rested on the university where Chanakya is said to have composed his Arthasastra. So, in this university, Chanakya has composed his Arthasastra. Archaeologist Alexander Cunningham, he discovered its ruins in the mid of 19th century. Next, the Jataka tales, accounts given by Huin Sang and I Sing, that is, they both are Chinese scholars, okay, and other sources tell us that kings and society took an active interest in promoting education. Through monasteries and viharas, Buddhist scholars carried out the educational work. As a result, many famous educational centers came into existence. Among the most notable universities that emerged during that period were situated at Taxila, Nalanda, Vallabhi, Vikramasila, Odantapur and Jagadala. So this comes in short answer for you, that is from this Taxila. Okay, Taxila, Nalanda, Vallabhi, Vikramasila, Odantapuri and Jatakala. So these are the notable universities emerged during that period. Okay, these universities developed in connection with the viharas. Viharas is nothing but universities of Buddhist period. Okay, those at Benares and Kanchi developed in relation with temples and became centers of community life in the place where they were situated. These institutions catered to the needs of advanced level students. Such students joined the centers of higher learning and developed their knowledge by mutual discussions and debates with renowned scholars. Not only that, there was also occasional summoning by a king to a gathering in which the scholars of the various viharas and universities would meet, debate and exchange their views. Next, role of the teacher. Teachers had complete autonomy in all aspects, from selection of students to designing their syllabi. So, in this period, teachers had all the rights, okay, in order to select the students, okay, and they only designed the syllabi, that is syllabus, what they have to study, what they have to learn, okay. When the teacher was satisfied with the performance of the students, the course concluded. So, when the teacher is getting satisfied only, the course is getting concluded. Okay, nowadays you are having only 1 year of period to complete a standard, isn't it? But in those days, when the teacher is getting satisfied only, the course will get finished. Okay, he could admit as many students as he liked and taught what the students were keen to learn. The teacher has the right, okay, to admit as much students as he like, okay, and he teaches them, and he keenly notes the students whatever the line they are interested in, and if they are interested in song or interested in dancing or they are interested in any other particular field, the teacher will teach them what they are interested in. Okay, debate and discussions were the primary methods and teaching. So here the primary method of teaching was what? Debate and discussions. Okay, they'll be discussing about the subjects. You have many subjects, right? But you like a particular subject only. For example, maths you will be liking. You will be liking science very much because of science experimental things will be there, right? Sometimes you like languages like English, Tamil or Hindi, whatever language you study. Okay, so the teacher will be coming to know in which field the students are very keenly noting or very interested, and that they will be taught by the teacher. Teachers were assisted by their advanced level students. Fine. Next one. The ancient Nalanda University was a center of learning from the 5th century AD to 12th century AD. Located in present day Rajgir, Bihar. So Nalanda University now it is located in Bihar, Rajgir. Okay. Nalanda was one of the oldest universities of the world, and UNESCO declared the ruins of Nalanda Mahavihara a World Heritage Site. The new Nalanda University is envisaged as a center of inter-civilizational dialogues. Next, coming to education in medieval period. Medieval period witnessed a radical transformation with introduction of Muslim education in the Indian subcontinent. The country was invaded by various foreign rulers and several traders from different parts of the world. The tradesmen and the invaders brought with them their own cultures and intermingled with the people of the country. Besides religion, society and culture, education in medieval India also experienced a new perspective. The aim of education during Muslim period, that is medieval period, was the illumination and extension of knowledge. In the 11th century, the Muslim rulers established elementary and secondary schools. Education developed with a fresh aspect during that period, as there was an excellent interaction between Indian and Islamic traditions in all fields of knowledge like theology, religion, philosophy, fine arts, painting, architecture, mathematics, medicine and astronomy. However, before the arrival of the Muslims in India, a developed system of education was already in place. Muslim rulers promoted urban education by bestowing libraries and literary societies. They founded primary schools, that is called as maktabs, in which students learned reading, writing and basic Islamic prayers. And secondary education, that is called as madrasas, were established to teach advanced language skills. Several madrasas were set up by the sultans and nobles. The main objectives of these madrasas was to train and educate the scholars who would become eligible for the civil service. Iltutmish was the first ruler to establish the madrasas at Delhi during his rule. Gradually, many madrasas came into existence. The system of education in medieval India was under the control of ulema. During those days, education was related to religious training. However, various subjects such as medicine, Arabic literature, grammar and philosophy were also taught. History states that Arab and Central Asian people brought Muslim educational models to India in both the medieval and early modern periods. Women education in India was prevalent during the medieval period. Raja Jai Singh of Jaipur encouraged learning of scientific subjects. Besides, many institutions were started by private individuals as well. Madrasa of Ghaziuddin in Delhi, and the madrasa in Maulana Sadruddin at Shahjahanabad. Okay, and in the later medieval era, the British came to India and introduced English education. With the coming of European missionaries, Western education made firm advance in the country. Various universities and thousands of colleges were formed and popularity of education increased. Okay, next coming to do you know? The medieval period saw the founding of many religious mutt or monasteries which also took up the cause of education. The Ahobila mutt in Srirangam was one among them, whereas Sri Ramanuja has made distinctive contribution to the cause of education. Besides mutts, Jain palace and Buddhist viharas played a vital role in educating people wherever they existed. They had large libraries of books in all branches of learning. Okay, children, we'll just stop up to this. Next class, we shall start from modern system of education. Thank you and take care.